Okay. However this comes out, it comes out. I'm not doing this again. I've tried so many times. Um, Between this fucking tape and my camera. Anyways. Okay, here's the deal. I would like to post once every night and just kind of do like an update of my life. I kind of just do like a daily log. Pardon my door. My window's open, so it's gonna creak. Anyways, and yeah, I just need to. Thanks. Okay, cool. I just need to post something to get like this wall out of my way. I put this pressure on myself over these last two-ish years to make something I feel like is perfect, right? Everything has to be better than the last, and my standard grows, but my skill set develops more slowly. So it's like it's just unrealistic, my expectations. So I'm trying to break this wall down by just making something very simple, making something very easy, and just post something, just put something out there. Because the ultimate goal is to start making videos again for fun. Start making fun stuff again. Um, I record my life almost every day. I don't do anything with the footage. I don't have any plans to do anything with the footage. I just enjoy documenting my life. So maybe eventually, if we can post once a day and keep this something that's consistent and ultimately turn it into something healthy for me, I would love to one day, at a certain point, when I feel ready, when I think it's okay, to make like smaller videos. Like instead of doing once a day, maybe once a week or once a month. I'm cool with that too. And just no, I'm not vlogs. I've done that. My life is not entertaining enough um, to be like a David Dobrik. I'm not. I don't want to be. Um, and I'm not gonna force. Yeah. Anyways, I don't even know. I'm not gonna talk about that. It's just I've tried. I've done that. Fun. It was great. I enjoyed. I genuinely did have fun. I don't know what. Okay, let's move on. Um. Anyways, look. I would like to make just like, hey, how's it going? I'm doing well. Today was a good day. And maybe like update on things I did today. If there's something on my mind, maybe chat a bit. I just want to keep it super simple and start making momentum again. That's the biggest thing. It just like I feel like I shut myself down so much for my own personal work, and my own personal work is sorry. I'm converting a tape right now, and I'm kind of like watching it as I talk, and there's like a guy like humping a walrus or something. Anyways, yeah, I'm converting tapes right now, so that's something. That's cool, I guess. Turn this shit off. Um, so what was I saying? Yeah, I've felt very stuck in these last couple of years. I feel like I really have not made the progress I could make. I haven't made the progress that I want to make. I'm not in the position where I want to be. And I think maybe that goes back to my unrealistic expectations, because ultimately I have made progress and I am doing well. I'm happy. I've put a lot of effort into kind of getting myself somewhere else and not staying stuck. But I don't think it's unrealistic to have expectations greater than maybe what I have achieved. So I just think it's what I'm capable of, and I just want to get better. You know, when I started making those really horrible vlogs, the point of doing that was to kind of get better, right? I really hadn't made projects before. Like that, that was like the shift from making like shitty school assignments to making something at least enjoyable. And I would say I succeeded at that, and I was very committed to that. Then from there was a shift to making things more contemporary, and I didn't do that a lot. I really only did it like a couple of times. But at that point, things in my own professional and other personal things picked up, so it was like hard to manage. And obviously, with something like that, it takes more work, and it's hard to. Everything is exponential. Anyways, the point is, I have a lot of ideas that I really want to get to. I have a laundry list of videos that I'd love to make. I have this unrealistic expectation or pressure to make everything perfect, and it stopped me from doing so much, and it's capped my potential over these last 2 years by a ridiculous amount. Like, I feel like I should be way ahead of where I am, and everything happens for a reason, so I'm not beating myself up over it, but I would like to start hitting that potential, and I would like to start touching the ceiling of what I'm capable of every single day. So I think this is a good. For me, I guess it's just about making my personal work a priority again in my life. So I have aspirations that are going to take a lot of sacrifice and a lot of selfishness and discipline. And there's a lot of things moving in my life which I'm really grateful for. So it's not necessarily going to be easy, but that's just the point, right? Nothing you want is easy. So I made a lot of decisions in these last 2 years for people around me instead of myself, and it's only ever made me frustrated. Now I'm hoping to start this and kind of inch my way back towards making decisions for myself and not really worrying about if I have someone's approval, if it's something that's accepted. I've learned very, very quickly that caring about what someone has to say about what you do is one of the weakest things you could fall to as a growing adult. And it stops so many people. It's really sad, but it's one of the valueless things you can do is listen to people that just want you to be standard, right? So taking those opinions to heart isn't going to do you any good, and it's important to identify when someone's speaking truthfully and they want you to be realistic with yourself and who you see in the mirror and stuff like that, versus when they're just saying something because they're uncomfortable with what you're doing. So I feel like at so many points I've been told to do something because people aren't comfortable with the way I decide to do something, that it's really taking the soul out of this for me, and I would like to get it back. So I think starting with these small things is a great foundation to kind of build that heart and soul back into the things that I work on for myself, and eventually work my way towards bigger things. So maybe this once a day thing works out, and then I would love to, maybe slow it down, keep it really raw, but just make a small video about what I did in a month. Not like me talking about what I did, but literally just like random clips of me kind of working towards my dreams, right? So, and maybe that can provide some sort of inspiration for whoever watches it, whoever may come across it. That would be a really sweet thing, I think. And ultimately, I really just want to get better. And I feel like I've made no more progress than the times that I did things for myself. So getting back to there would be great. Anyways, I don't think there's much else I want to say for today. I could talk about that kind of stuff for hours, but I think I'll leave it for other videos. Today was a pretty okay day. I'm transferring a lot of tapes. I have a lot of tapes. I got an order yesterday that I need to finish for June 1st, and I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I got that. I have all those tapes are from the box in the front, and I have the box in the back too. I have separate family's tapes as well. Then I have my own personal Nunnos tapes that I haven't been able to finish that I started on Easter, or I started for Easter. That's basically what I've been doing today, is managing, keeping things organized and clean, making my spreadsheet. Sorry, my window's open. Yeah, converting the tape here. And that's it. My camera's going to overheat soon, so I'm going to leave it at that. Oops. Oh, you can't see me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else I want to mention, but yeah, hopefully this is the start of something more consistent. This summer is going to be very busy. I'm starting to shoot weddings now, so I have most of my weekends for this summer through next month, which is May, to September booked. So it's going to be very busy. I'm very excited and also very nervous, but I think it's going to be a great foundation for something. I don't feel like I'm ready to start shooting weddings, but you're never going to be ready. Hence why I'm doing this too, because I feel like I've stopped myself every time because I haven't felt ready, when you just got to do it. But yeah, I have a meeting with a buddy of mine once the Toronto Maple Leafs game is done, because he's helping me make a website for myself, which is another thing I'm working on, which is cool. So I gotta get to that as soon as the Leafs is done, which should be done soon. Anyways, yeah, thanks, I guess. Hopefully this can be the start of something cool. So yeah, all right, ciao, peace out, bye.